Hey y'all, we're looking at Isaiah chapter 42, verses 1 through 9. I'm hoping when you read this, you'll see how painfully clear that this is the foretelling of the Christmas story, and that it shouldn't take a whole lot of work to connect this to the arrival of Jesus. This is considered a messianic prophecy. But as you read this, I want to ask you a question. What is the best gift you have ever gotten for Christmas, that you've ever received for Christmas? I know that that could be kind of a tough question, but I'm not even sure how I would answer that, but I can tell you that one of the best gifts I ever got as a kid for Christmas was way back when my parents were still married. My dad got my brother and I our very first BB gun. Now, you got to know that one of my favorite movies of all time is A Christmas Story. And I know that some people get frustrated with it because it's on all the time, starting on Christmas Eve and all these things like this. And to that, I just say get over it because you've been blessed to be able to watch this for 24 hours. But if you don't know the movie, it's about a kid named Ralphie. And Ralphie's entire goal throughout the movie is to convey his desire for a Red Ryder carbine action 200 shot range model air rifle with a compass in the stock and this thing that tells time. And he tries to go to all these places to let them know this is what I want for as a gift for Christmas. It's the only thing I want. And he ends up getting his dad hides it in a corner of the house that he goes and discovers it on Christmas morning. Well, my dad did that for my brother and I one Christmas, and we opened it up, and man, did we get some use out of that. It was such a cool present for us to get. Now I say that because at the end of this prophecy in verse 9, Isaiah reports to us from the Lord that, that I am the Lord, this is my name. And then in 9 he says, behold, the former things have come and pass, and the new things I now declare. That the arrival of Jesus brings in this new gift from the Lord. It is our Christmas present. And so I want you to spend some time just comparing that to whatever you think your favorite gift is and just see how it pales. The other thing I want to point out is the pattern that is the Christmas story that's given right here. Uh, we are told way back in verse 1 that of chapter 42 that behold my servant who I uphold, my chosen in whom my soul delights. Um, and then when we see Jesus show up on the first day of his ministry to be baptized, and as he's baptized, we're told, this is my son whom I delight. This pattern right here is nothing that mankind could have ever come up with on our own. That if we were to display the arrival of the Savior of the planet, the amount of hype that we would have created with it, the amount of resources we'd have stolen from Hollywood, and we would have come up with promoters and plans and rolled out red carpets. But God said, no, 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 this is how I'm going to usher in the new. I'm going to give you my servant, my son. And think about that. The arrival of this baby, of this babe, of this son of God, he shows up as a servant. And as you read the rest of this prophecy, you can see exactly how it is. He's not one who's going to go shout in the street. He's not one who's here to bruise anyone. He's not one to be discouraged. He's not one to make a giant protested proclamation. But he arrives to bring earth its due justice. And that justice is that we are all guilty, but he's going to step in the way and become the advocate. Man, it doesn't get any better than that. That's what the Christmas season really is about. So spend some time thinking about that, and then I want you to just ask yourself, in what ways have you taken this gift for granted, and what is it that you can do about now? What can you do about that right now? I really do hope that you spend your day considering that and thinking about that, and man, how can we prep our souls for the arrival of this baby? You guys have a blessed day, and hopefully get to talk to you very soon.